Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and I'm live streaming. At this point, I'm by myself, but that's not a big deal. I can draw and talk all by myself. I do it from time to time, you never know. But let's see what we can get into tonight. Set my camera up properly. Well, maybe not that good. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. All right. I did have a drink, and now I don't know where it's at. Oh, well. Let me just check my audio source. Yeah, okay, good. We're good to go. Good to go. All right. All right, everybody. We're going to draw tonight. You know what? Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to work on something else tonight. I went back and I was looking at some of the panels of Hero that I've done so far for Chapter 16, and I wasn't really happy with the way some of them came out. Either I rushed through them or I kind of just, whatever reason, I wasn't happy with them. So I've taken an opportunity to go back and change some of them, and that is what I'm going to work on tonight. Give me just a second to grab my table, my little portable light table that I have, and grab my little light. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll turn off this overhead light, and let's see. I will show you all the, this is the panel that I worked on yesterday. I was never happy with the way Hero and Peng's faces came out. Just something annoyed me about it. So I redid it, and now I have an opportunity to redo a few more. Let's see, Hero, where? I actually have original panels around here somewhere. What did I do with them? And here's the ones I printed out that I want to redo. I actually have the originals. Maybe. Yeah, see, this is where I redid the faces. A little bit more to my liking. But, let's see if I can, okay. All right. This is actually the next panel on the next page that comes after the one I already redid. And let's see if I got... I know this makes for just great live streaming. Not having all your stuff together and ready to go. But you know what? That's the way we roll sometimes. Sometimes we got to be fresh and new. One of the things about this particular panel is I gave Hero like a collar for his shirt, and I never really liked the way that came out. So I'm taking this opportunity to change that. And most of the face is going to stay the same. His ears, I got to change the direction of his ears, because if they're flying through the air and the ears are flapping behind him, they're not going to fold over that way. So that was wrong. Peng, it's a little something about his head that I don't like. But we're going to take this opportunity to make him better. That's the whole idea. Let me bring up my other camera so that I can record this video. We're going to start fresh. Hot child in the city. Oh, let's see here. Get out my trusty art supplies. The two pens that I use the most are these Uniball. This is a Precision 0.5, and this one is the Uniball 0.7. Those are the two pens I use the most of. Oh no! Hey, Rabbit, how's it going, man? You didn't get a notification, huh? Well, I did start a little late, but that's all right. Man, it was great meeting you this week. That was very cool. I hope you had a good time visiting Jacksonville, and hope you had a good time visiting our little comic book store that Avery and I go to. And you know what? Hold on a second before I get into this. I want to fix this a little bit. That's not actually a good placement for his nose. It doesn't make sense, but all right, excellent, cool. Yeah, we had an opportunity to meet up and hang out with Avid for a little bit this week, and that was really cool. Avery and I had a really good time, and it's not often you get to meet somebody you've only met on the YouTubes, you know. It's actually kind of cool, and we had a good time. We hung out for a bit, hung out at the comic book store. Comic book store is always a great place to hang out. That particular comic book store, that's kind of our new comic book store. It's the one we started going to after our regular store closed. I'm okay with it. It's an okay store. The owner's a pretty nice guy. He's very loud and very talkative. He likes talking to his customers, and you know, that's cool. But he doesn't always have the things I want to buy. There's a couple of issues that came out this week, and if he had the blank sketch cover versions, which are the ones I prefer to buy a #1 in, he had jacked up the prices on them, which I'm not gonna pay. So, hey Avery, how's it going, man? Hope all is going well on your side of town. Oh man. When I redid that last panel, I went ahead and got rid of the collar and gave Hero one of these neck things. I'm happier with that. And then I remembered to draw the ring that's around his neck. For some reason, I keep forgetting to draw that thing. I don't know why, just how things go. In this day. Oh, Avery, you missed oh, what's this? Just chilling in the bathtub. Oh, geez, goodness gracious. Soaking my back, dreading tomorrow. Tomorrow's a 12-hour work, and I'm not excited to do. Yeah, well, I understand that. All right, man. Avery, I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. I know you're hanging out with family, so make sure you let them all know that we said hi. And well wishes to everybody out there. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, my live streams tend to be a stop by, say hi, and everybody can abandon me. That's all right. That's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind. You know, it's my friends and my fans and the guys that chime in on my live streams. They tend to have lives, so you know. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I don't mind. I don't mind. So. But as I said, we're just cleaning up some panels that I didn't like when I first drew them, taking the opportunity. I appreciate you checking in, Avery. I do. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Oh, okay. All right, very cool. But today was an interesting day at work at the regular 9 to 5. They were doing hurricane preparedness. So what they did is anybody who was able to work from home got to work from home today. and they had me monitoring from like noon on our calls and how we were doing service level and so forth wise. And the one manager that was in the office when I got there was like, yeah, we need you to do this till like 5:30, which, you know, that's not a problem. Especially if you're working from home, it's not a problem. And then my boss said, hey, any chance you could stay and do it till 6? And I'm like, yeah. It's really easy to do if you're at home, you know? So I got to work part of the day from home, which was nice. And still got some work done, which was also nice. And now I'm live streaming, which is always nice. Well, I'm just talking to myself, which is okay. Which is okie dokie, okie dokie. Oh. Like I said, we had a good time this week. Ooh. Well, I just a little update for anybody in the Jacksonville area that might be watching this video. The show that I was going to Sunday, this little Jacksonville toy and comic show, put out a list of the vendors that'll be at the show, as well as like a map of where they're all going to be located at. And neither my name or Misfit Corner Comics was listed on the list. And I was like, oh, crap, what's going on? So I reached out to the people. And, well, I first went and confirmed that I had made a payment. And that's, you know, you don't always want to jump right in and say, hey, why didn't you? And then realize maybe you forgot something important, like making the payment. And nope, turned out I did make the payment. And they did have me listed. They just had me listed as Misfit Toys and not Misfit Corner Comics. Which, you know, it's all right. It was just an oversight, not a big deal, but kind of had me worried for a minute there. But if you're in the Jacksonville area and you want to come out and meet me and, you know, maybe some other vendors that might be out there that might be worth checking out, it's a small one-day hotel con here in Jacksonville. I'll show you guys the flyer near the end of the live stream if anybody's interested. I don't know if they're going to have artists or anything there. I know what they sent out was a vendor list. So I don't know how many of those people are artists or whatnot. I don't think I recognized any of the other names, but then again, I was only looking for my own, so I didn't spend a lot of time trying to decipher what it said. But I'll be out there. I'll have copies of Hero. I'll have some original Hero art on display. I may also have maybe some Legos to sell. I'm not bringing all the comics. I'm not bringing all the... Yeah. Sunday. I thought it was Saturday. No. The show. The one-day show on Sunday. Sunday, August 12th. And... what was I saying? I'm not lugging all the comics and graphic novels and all the other stuff that I normally have to sell at shows, just because I only got one table. Oh, no problem, Avid. I only got one table. I was originally planning on getting 2 tables, but at the time, I wasn't sure how much effort I wanted to put into, you know, lugging all that stuff out there and all that other stuff. Because, you know, setting up at a show takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time. And I also wasn't sure if I was going to have any help. Turns out Mike's working, so he won't be able to help me, but my daughter's boyfriend is available, so he may be coming with me to help me out. So that's kind of cool. So that'll be nice. But it is just like I said. Ben Hennessy be there? I'm not sure. I don't think I remember seeing his name, but I can double check it for you. You know, if he is there, he may be underneath his company's name. I'll have to look and see. Cautionary Comics. If Cautionary Comics was listed. Give me just a second. I can check that out. Now, I don't know what's wrong, but this pen really stinks. I'm just going to chuck it. I don't know if that's an old one or just a really crappy new one, but it really stinks. We're having problems, issues with this one too. Doesn't want to draw today. There we go. Well, they'll probably be out there, but I don't really care. They don't mess with me. Oh, I said something on Facebook that kind of triggered one of our friends, Avery. I made a comment about the NFL players and sitting out or kneeling for the national anthem. And he was like, really? Why are you disagreeing with that? And it's like, oh man, I know you're just triggered. You just want to get into an argument. But if he joined the live stream, I'd be more than willing to talk to him about it. But I don't think he will. Oh, well. Oh, yeah? My son Mike went and saw it. The Teen Titans Go movie. He said he went into it with low expectations. And he told me, he said he should have went in with lower. So I don't think he was very impressed. We kind of agreed. We both kind of agreed. He said, I'll go see it. And if it's, worth seeing, then I'll take you to it. And I said, okay, fine. You do that. Oh, it was Romel. That was the friend that I triggered on Facebook. For obvious reasons. Poor guy. He never chimes into anything I say on Facebook ever. Unless, of course, it's something that he's going to get triggered about. Predictable, to be honest with you. Yeah, I ran a social experiment one time. I posted something on Facebook that was like a general comment, but it was intended for one individual. And my test was to see if that one individual reacted to it. And yep, sure did. I mean, it's almost too easy in some cases, so it's what happens when you have friends easily triggered. Oh, really? Very cool. Yeah. All right, I'm going to turn the light on. Nope. I understand what you're saying, Avery. I understand completely. But what was I gonna say? I lost my thought. It's not that hard. I can't keep a thought in my head very long at all. Yeah, this was a portable light box that a friend of mine found at a flea market. It's called a light tracer by Autograph, but the damn thing never worked properly, so I cut it open, and I bought this light. It's just an under the counter fluorescent light that you can buy at Walmart. Simple turn on and off. And I cut a hole in the light trace box so that it would just drop right in there, and I can switch it up depending on where I want it. And it gives enough of a reflective surface. There's like metallic mirrors on the inside. It gives me enough of a light source that I can see through and do this with just regular paper. The thicker you get some of the Bristol board paper, it makes it harder to see through and so forth. But regular paper, regular cardstock paper, which that's what I'm drawing on right now, is a piece of cardstock paper, is not a problem. It's a helpful little tool when you're trying to keep your illustrations clean. Which is something I try to do for all of Heroes. Keep the panels clean, not let them get too messy and too sketchy. Except, of course, if the story requires it. Because we can get dirty if we want to. Yeah, that sounded as bad as I thought it did. Oh well. All right. Well, I know Avery's not a football fan, could care less about football, but Avid, are you a football fan? Do you follow any teams? Do you care about the NFL season starting back up again, or no? It's funny. It surprises me how many comic fans I've met who don't, football doesn't do anything for them, and then I find some that are avid comic book fans as well as football fans. Just something else to talk about. All right, Avid, you have a great day, man. We will speak with you next time. Yeah, I'm not going to boycott the NFL because I kind of like my football team. But my statement that I made on Facebook is after hearing of several of our players staying in the locker room for the national anthem, I said, well, that just once again reaffirms I have no interest in going to a football game. And I'll watch it on TV. I don't have a problem with that. But I am not going to spend any money going to the stadium. And we're an NFL town, so we have at least 10 games a year, 9 games a year played here. And I will save that money. And what I put on Facebook is that I was going to save the money and use it to buy Steelbook case Blu-rays. And my friend asked me, he puts a comment on, he said, I'm curious as to why you would say that. And I told him, my response was, well, obviously I need more Steelbook case movies, so. He wants to get me talking about the issue, and I am not going to do it. All right. Well, the thing about this particular panel is I only really need, even though I redrew the majority of it, I really only just need their faces. So I'm not too worried about the extra details, but let's clean this up a little bit. What I did this morning is, or actually last night, I had redid that one panel where I cleaned it up, and then in the video, I sped it up so it, you're not watching me, 15, 20 minutes, however long it took me to redo the panel. I sped it up so it was only like 2 minutes long. But the cool thing was I actually showed the before and after, and I merged them or blended them together so you could see how the corrections or the changes I made affected the image. And to be honest, with that last one, it wasn't as dramatic as I was going for. And this one's not as dramatic either. But that's okay. That's not what I'm, there's just specific things that I missed. Like the whole idea of Hiro wearing the necklace on a rope around his neck. I keep forgetting that he has that, and I need to make sure I remember to include it in my panels going forward, because I literally drew an entire chapter and completely forgot about that fact. That's almost as bad as like drawing in a complete chapter of Hiro and forgetting to draw Hiro's tail. Well, it's not that bad. That is actually bad. I've come close to that sometimes. I've actually done illustrations of Hiro and then completely forgot his tail and like, cry me. Because actually, this is for anybody out there who cares, but in the original illustration that I did of Hiro, when I did the layout and so forth, and I did the illustration, I completely forgot his tail. And so the original drawing, which I do have around here somewhere, the one with him and the snake, it's a glaring error on the page is the fact that he has no tail. And I digitally drew it and added it in for the final piece. But I was so new to drawing Hiro at the time that I completely and totally forgot to draw his tail. And that would not end up being the first time I did that. Or I should say, it did not end up being the last time I did that, because I've actually done it multiple times before, because I'm a dork. And I forget my own character, what he looks like from time to time. So, but that's okay. It happens. I'm pretty sure Jack Kirby forgot to draw the stars on Captain America's shield from time to time, just because, sometimes you forget the design, No, I'm sure Jack Kirby never forgot something like that, but you get what I mean. Oh, man, I'm tired. It was a very long day. All right, I've cleaned that up. So what I'll do is I'll scan this in. I will deposit it on top of the what I've already done. I'll blend it in, get the lines to match up pretty good, clean it up a little bit because I already see I screwed up a couple times, and that's not a big deal. I mean, I do it all the time, but I try to clean it up so that when Avery goes to color it, he doesn't have as many issues identifying, which part is this character, which part is that character type of thing. I try to keep it so that he understands it. And if you ask him, he'll tell you with the first book, I failed so many times. Okay, Avery, thanks a lot for chiming in, man. I appreciate it. That's my buddy Avery. He's such a good guy. Love that guy. He's great. He's a fantastic artist. He's a fantastic colorist. If you guys haven't checked out his YouTube channel, it's Comics and Illustrations Studio 7.62. I highly recommend you check it out because he is fantastic. And if you haven't seen his stuff, definitely go check it out. All right, I'm going to stop this video here. All right, save it real quick. That's what we do. We're drawing. We save the video, and let's see, what do we call this one? Hiro. I forgot what I call these things. It's a redo, I think. O2. There we go. Save the video. All right. Let's see what else we want to do tonight. May want to do another drawing. Actually, you guys want to see what I'm working on Lego-wise? I am in the process of putting together. I'm almost done. This is the Fantastic Beasts set This is one of a couple of sets that they came out with. This is the one where it's Newt Scamander's suitcase, and it opens up and turns into like the inside of his suitcase. And it's got several of the Fantastic Beasts, and all four of the main characters, the two girls, two sisters, and his buddy, the human guy. And it's a fantastically gorgeous little set. And Mike got really excited about it and put it together. And then I ended up having to take it apart piece by piece in order to make a stop motion video. And I've already done all the characters and all of the case except for the lid of the case, which is actually what I'm working on right now. And once that's done, I'll put the video together. I'll create a full video based on the stop motion pictures, which, to be honest with you, I think it's over 368 photos so far. So it's a lot of photos making the stop motion story. And we'll make it into a YouTube video, and I'll be posting it up probably within the next couple of days. I think I have Lego videos planned for Saturday and Sunday. Pretty big set that Mike put together that we broke into two parts. It's the Hogwarts Castle, and then most likely this set as well as the other set, which let me see. I don't know if I have it. The thing. Oh, Mike already took it and put it on his shelf. Is the Grindelwald Escape, which has the coach and the Thestrial horse, you know, the dead type horses with the wings. Oh, it's really cool. It's a really cool set. We put that together. This is one that I'll be putting together sooner or later. This is the Harley Quinn's Cannonball Attack. A lot of fun. It comes with Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Crazy Quilt, and Gentleman Ghost. I think this is the only time, the only set you'll ever see Crazy Quilt and Gentleman's Ghost in it. But still, very, very cool. I'll be putting this together in a stop motion video sometime next week. No rush, no rush. I'll get around to it. But like I said, I was talking about that show that I'll be at Sunday. This is the Jacksonville Comic and Toy Show, Sunday, August 12th. It is at the Ramada Convention Center, 3130 Hartley Road, Jacksonville, Florida, 32257. Admission is only $5. Military and attendees in costume get in for $2. And it's from 10 to 4. So if you're in the Jacksonville area and you had nothing else better to do, come on by. Come on by and say hi to me, because I'm fantastic. I have a good time. I have a good time. But all right, let's see what else do we want to do tonight. You know what? We might wrap this one up early. I'm a little tired, and I got to get to work. I got to go into work. I got the second job this morning, or tomorrow morning. Got to be there at 5, so probably going to go in early. But all right, I kind of want to draw, but it's really hot back in this room, so probably not going to happen. I sent out invites to a couple of the guys, and they're all busy. So, Jason, Todd, if you're out there, I miss you. I miss you guys. Oh, well. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. So, Avid, thank you so much for joining. Avery, thanks for checking in. Anybody else out there watching? Jerry, if you're out there, appreciate you being there. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up tonight and actually get some good sleep tonight. And I hope you all do the same thing. Have a great weekend, and check back in again on Monday. Hopefully I'll have some more people here, and we'll make it more interesting. All right, everybody. Bye.